Caller, you're on the air.
Aloha, my kokoa. This is Teresa Keohunani calling in for the Office of Hawaiian Despair Report.
Very nice. We were looking forward to hearing that today.
Aloha, my brother. You've been keeping it. I just appreciate all your mana'o today. Mahalo nui.
Well, we're going to get into it a little bit more, I'm sure. Let's hear what you have to say, because I know that, the Office of Hawaiian Despair is responsible for a lot of what we believe should be advocating for the rights of the native people of Hawaii, and continually, for sake of being respectful and sensitive, they have fallen far short of that goal, haven't they?
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is we are going to get into a few of the things I actually touched in my report, and I'm going to get everyone updated. So I've got a great report, so I'm going to jump right into it, brother. We're going to kuka right after, okay?
Wonderful.
Yeah. So right now, everybody, we don't have any meetings, any BOT meetings or committee meetings this week or next week, but big heads up, Kauai. The Board of Trustees, all the OHA trustees are coming to you folks, so please mark your calendars July 10th and July 11th. There will be full Board of Trustee meetings, and there will also be committee meetings as well on July 10th and July 11th. There have not been any agendas, places, or times yet set on the website, but of course I'll make sure that I keep track of that, and if I have an update for you next week, I will definitely let you folks know. But for right now, Kauai, July 10th, July 11th, it's on you. So, OHA coming to you folks. So make sure you guys put that on your calendars, and I'll make sure I keep a track of time, date, and agendas for you folks. And so I've got a little bit of an update from what I reported on last week. The BOT was an executive session last week, and they have officially announced the appointment of current COO Sylvia Hussey as the interim CEO, and that will be effective July 1st. As we all know, Kamana Opono Crab, who is the current CEO, his position ends June 30th, and there was no renewal of his contract. In a brief statement, the board has authorized the procurement of a professional consultant to assist the board in an executive search and recruitment of a new CEO. Staff members amongst OHA will be assigned various COO duties to assist in the transition. They had to pull the COO over to the new CEO position because it's a vital position for integrity for our beneficiaries that rely on a lot of the services. So very important that Sylvia Hussey was pulled over to that, and that's been made official. There's a press release on the OHA.org website you folks can go ahead and read. Also, last week I reported on the formation of a permitted interaction group. Believe it or not, the analogies are PIG. This PIG is responsible for investigating a trustee that has been charged with breach of duty and breach of duty of care and loyalty to OHA and the duty to obey and support the board's decision. So recently, Trustee Akina has come out and publicly acknowledged that he is the trustee that is being targeted by the Board of Trustee PIG group and in an investigation in regards to his sole no vote in the extension for the audit. Now, as you folks may remember, our beneficiaries remember, in 2017 there was a unanimous BOT vote for an internal audit to include the LLCs, which are a huge issue because we have a lot of money that's being funneled into these LLCs. We have lands that are being funneled into these LLCs. So interesting that they are actually slamming the KINA for the no vote, because as you folks have to understand is that OHA went to court to say that the LLCs were not under their jurisdiction. The Supreme Court came back and said, no, the LLCs are OHA's, and you folks need to provide the financial requirements and documentation to the auditing contractor that we beneficiaries are paying $500,000 to find out what's going on with our beneficiary trust funds. So, as you guys recall in my previous reportings, the legislature has withheld $139 million in past due monies to OHA, and also has withheld the increase, which was currently $15 million annually, to $39 million annually. So that budget was increased as far as paid from the state, but it's still not the actual amount. So what this says is that OHA created the delay of the LLC financials, knowing that the LLCs were a part of OHA. They created them and transferred lands and assets into these LLCs. Then they didn't want to show the financials, so they went to court over it. They lost, and now so they created the delay. Now they wanted to delay the funds, the audit, until December. And so Aquino was the only trustee that said, no, I don't want to delay that. I don't want to support that because we should have had the audit done already. So he's actually getting sanctioned for something that's already taken place. I mean, they already agreed that the audit's not going to be available until December. So this is just another way of posturing, bullying, and, trying to get everybody to be on their page. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the bottom line is that OHA dropped the ball completely because we lost our lahui, our beneficiaries lost out on that $139 million and the increased $39 million until they complete the audit, including the LLCs. And that's on the books. So the bottom line is create the problem, be the headache, pretend you're the solution. We all are very, very aware of what that's going on. And, of course, as we all know, last week, here on Moko Keawe, and knowing that I have ohana that have been integrally a part of the legal battle for the last 30 years to protect Mauna Kea, we are all very aware of the PL action that happened up on Mauna Kea in regards to the two ahu and the two hale that were destroyed. And I want to be very, very clear with everyone. Yes, this Hawaii State Supreme Court in 2017 said that the two ahu that were created were not created with a permit. According to Hawaii State constitutional law, which actually you guys got to remember, Hawaiian Constitution is based on Hawaiian Kingdom Constitution with a few edits. Yeah, so they were saying that because it was unpermitted, that's the reason why they removed those, and it is up in that area where they are doing the TMT. That's where it's planned. Okay, I understand that according to their Hawaii laws. However, Hale Kukia Imauna, which is directly across from the visitor center, was nowhere near construction. It was not an abandoned structure like was stated by the Attorney General. That was a lie, because that has been a public a venue for not only locals that use that as a gathering place, but also visitors. Visitors have actually been embraced by that area and appreciated the distinction that was made there. All the pule, all the pohaku, all the ohiopos, all the lahala that was gathered, the friendships that were made there. That was completely unnecessary. The second place that was taken down was Hale Kuhio. Hale Kuhio is in the beginning as you go up to the Mauna. It's not even up in that range yet, and it is on DHHL land. And I want everyone to understand this. The DHHL chair, William Isla, and the former East Hawaii DHHL commissioner, Wally Ishibashi, were on site and supervised the removal of Hale Kuhio, which was erected by Hawaiian beneficiaries on the DHHL waitlist, to say that us as Kanaka Rangers, we are going to conduct daily counting of vehicles and visitors up to Mauna Kea because the state and the UH is not doing it. We are going to assist them with information. We are going to provide safety information on how to drive up to the roads, on making sure that you're healthy. And they have assisted many visitors and locals that have run up and down there with every kind of emergency if they need so. So that's been a benefit to the community, not just Kanakas, on DHHO land. That was completely unnecessary. So it's very, very clear that our lahui needs to understand that these two hale were not a part of either of an abandoned issue or in a safety environment. Now, the two ahu, we can go and argue semantics back and forth, but the bottom line is that if we're honoring our old kupuna and our culture and our wahipana, what happens when us as a modern Kanaka start to activate in our kuleana and our culture and our cultural practices? We shouldn't be subjugated to those kind of disparagement in any kind of way. So that was really clear, and I want everyone to know also that Kauai trustee from OHA, Danahuna, who is head of the Mauna Kea Ad Hoc Committee, formed after OHA trustees went up there to Mauna Kea and visited the Kea'i in 2015. They formed this Mauna Kea Ad Hoc Committee. Not one time of it, as any of the beneficiaries have access to meetings, times, discussion, who was talked to in the meetings, nothing. Zero. So he gave a statement regarding OHA's disappointment in the action. So let's be clear on what OHA's disappointment is on the action. They filed a lawsuit in 2017 against UH for their failure to manage Mauna Kea. But they also supported, just recently, the new rules which penalize Mauna Kea supporters in Kea'i with higher fines if arrested on protesting Mauna Kea. Remember, locally, just a few weeks ago, we had 100% no to the new rules on Mauna Kea. But OHA sent a support of those new rules. So what's going on? They're filing a lawsuit against UH for failure, but they're also supporting the penalization of Kea'i and Mauna Kea supporters and their own beneficiaries. Here's the thing. OHA has always wanted to be the manager of Mauna Kea. However, Mauna Kea is not a commodity. It is not an income generator for OHA. There are plenty of other things that we can make income generation. So OHA everyone needs to remember that OHA has not financially contributed to any of the legal actions against the PMT. They've never bailed out any of the Kea'i, and they have never been supportive of any of those actively working to protect Mauna Kea. And that is the reality. So we all need to understand where we're at in regards to OHA, where OHA lies. OHA is a quasi-state entity. It was set up to appease us Kanaka, to give us the illusion that we are being regarded. But we need to realize that every one of these organizations, OHA, DHHL, they were set up for failure. And are we going to be a part of that failure and support it? No. Why? Because our kupuna were not a part of that. That is pilau, and we're not going to be a part of that. So as a Lului, we need to understand. There's also no update on the FBI investigation, and there's been no verification that the third-party auditing firm has received any of the financial documentation in the past 2 years. So, as we all know, the despair continues at OHA. Also, last minute, I just got a quick flash on my social media. Kukia'i Mauna will be gathering on Oahu for a press conference scheduled this Friday on June 28th. We're asking everyone to meet at 8:30, Bandupule, and then the press conference will start at 9 a.m. at the Kalani Moku Building, 1151 Punchbowl Street on Oahu. Our speakers are going to be Kealoha Pishiota, who is the president of Mauna Kea and Ainaho, who's been leading the fight to protect Mauna Kea for many years. Uncle Billy Freitas, who was a part of the construction of the Ahus and also the construction of the Hale Kukia'i Mauna and the Hale Kuhio. Andre Perez with Kuli, dynamic individual, is going to be helping a lot of us learn how to do non-violent political action, so that's great. Daviana McGregor, we all know she's a wonderful kumo. Shelly Muniaka, Noilani Ahia, and Lance Collins of the Native Hawaiian Legal Court. So please, everybody, if you're on Oahu, Friday, 8:30, show up for the Kukia'i Mauna press conference. And I just want to encourage our Lahui, we have to be strong in who we are, in our identity, and realize that it is something. This is not a domestic U.S. issue here. The Hawaiian Kingdom, it's an international issue. This is no longer, we need to realize that we are not, this is not small potatoes. Our Hawaiian Kingdom was regarded like every other major country and power in this world, and we need to remember that, and we need to stand in that. Because the bottom line is our kupuna did. They knew it. I am a recipient of a kingdom from my tutu that signed while she was dying of Hansen's disease with my papa that was 5 and her daughter that was 3 years old. She signed knowing she wouldn't have anything to give her children, she wouldn't be there alive for them. And I am a direct descendant of that, and I will always stand in that. My tutu signed for me to give me the Hawaiian Kingdom, to say it's ours. And all of us need to understand that. And the Office of Hawaiian Despair, unfortunately, is the mixed bag. It's our illusion that we are being placated, and no more. That's our beneficiary fund. DHHL, that's our land. Hawaii deserves to be and is the independent nation that it is. We need to stand in that as our people, and we need to understand that we're going through that process. So, anyway, I want to say much aloha to our lohui. I know that our Kauai ohana over there are doing a lot of action in education, and mahalo nui. And I just want to remind our folks, we're the beneficiaries. It's our trust. The Hawaiian Kingdom still exists. We all still here. We are all a reflection of our kupuna. So as long as we stand, they're standing with us, and we have to remember that. So anyway, mahalo nui, brother. I appreciate all the time today, and mahalo for all the mele. All the mele is just ono.
Ai, mai ka ino mahalo nui, Yahweh. Thank you so much for that pretty in-depth report we got this week. Oof, there's so much going on right now.
Going on, it's every day. Yeah. It's hard to be a Kanaka, but I tell you what, it's a beautiful thing too. So mahalo nui, bro.
Yeah.